First things first, rest in peace to my guy, Josh Alvarez, who passed away earlier today at the age of 25. Condolences to his friends, family, and loved ones at this time, and may we all respect their privacy. While there's no information out right now as to how Josh passed away, we don't want to speculate. We don't want to put any wrong information out. But if you are going through something, if you need somebody to speak to, if you need a shoulder to cry on or anything, you can reach out to me. Reach out to somebody you love. Reach out to somebody that cares about you. For people on the other side, if you noticing things about somebody that may be different, may be a little strange, embrace them, talk to them, hear them out, be their shoulder to cry on, because you just never know what people have planned. You never know what people's thoughts are. And it's a crazy time right now. Just nothing but sadness and a dark cloud going over the town as of recently. But as I've said before, rest in peace to Josh Alvarez. Salute to his brothers, his family, his friends, his loved ones, and may we all respect their privacy at this time. It's your boy Lamar SpaceNetworkMedia back with another edition of The Report. Let's get right into things. Salute to the NBPA, Jaylen Brown, and those boys for coming to the defense of Kyrie Irving. We know since Kyrie Irving's internet fiasco that the Brooklyn Nets have set some conditions for him to return to basketball activities, such as condemning the video that he shared on Twitter, another apology, sensitivity training, $500,000 to organizations, Anti-Defamation League, and things of that nature, and meeting with Jewish leaders in Brooklyn. Now, if you ask me, ask any black person, honestly, these conditions are way too fucking extreme, and we not having it. We even got motherfuckers who condemned Kyrie, i.e. LeBron James, even coming out and saying, yo, this is a little too much. Maybe y'all should let him play. Kyrie is learning. If anything, help him learn, but he deserves to be out there on the court. And I agree. I believe now things have been taken way too far, and Joe Tsai is essentially cracking the whip at his players, if you will. You know what I mean? We know that KD and Kyrie, they don't really respect dude. So dude, he needs to do whatever he can to flex his authority and show that, hey, I'm the owner of this team and y'all need to fall in line. Well, maybe you should tone down some of those conditions, and some of them have already been fucking complete. When cops and shit, when these racist people go out and murder and lynch people and things of that nature, you think that they go to sensitivity training? You think they got to pay $500K to organizations? Do they got to meet with black community leaders? They fucking wouldn't. And when cops be murdering us out in the street, they get suspended with pay. So this is definitely something that we all as a community should be looking at with a close eye. Are we still truly slaves in America? Is slavery still live and well? Those are things that I've been asking the past couple of days now. Now, I do hope that Kyrie comes back even stronger. We know he's been learning from this, going about things different ways. Now that we see Phil Knight, co-founder of Nike, he's pretty much saying that Kyrie's deal is it's over now. It's about to be done. We don't see us going back and re-signing him or anything like that. It's really getting out of hand now. So I just hope that Kyrie could find his way back into the league. And if he doesn't, I don't blame him. I do not blame Kyrie at all if he just chooses to say, fuck this organization, fuck basketball, focus on me, my discovery, and my people and my community. I would be all for that. I just hope that we as a people could all come together and support Kyrie, because as we've seen throughout the media, with Bron, Shaq, and everybody else that right now he could probably use an ally. That's why we shout out Jay Williams for the live he put out on Instagram a couple days ago, asking some important questions. Why Jeff Bezos not being condemned for having the documentary being sold on his platform? Why Shaq being condemned for having the movie being viewed at one of his movie theaters that he owns? These are important questions that we need to be asking motherfuckers that apparently just want to throw stones but not look at themselves in the motherfucking mirror. You know what I mean? But as I said, it's unfortunate what's been going on with Kyrie. We all wish that he could have went about this a different way. So hopefully now, in the future, things will just get better for him. Adidas has announced that they will still be selling Yeezy designs as early as 2023. They said, hey, we own this shit. Fuck y'all niggas. Fuck Kanye. We get to do what we want. But in all seriousness, this is more, I'd say this is white supremacy at its finest. You know, they had this man sign these contracts. Kanye probably thought like, yeah, this is my shit, it's Yeezy. I'm giving you all these designs, letting y'all use my brand name and things of that nature. And they just said, yeah, you go sign that. Because when we done with you, we taking all this shit and we kicking you to the curb. I say that we all as a community, we as black people, we weren't wearing Adidas for Adidas. We wasn't wearing Yeezys because they were collabed with Adidas. We wore Yeezys to support Yeezy. You know what I mean? We didn't buy Adidas just to wear Adidas. Who the fuck wears Adidas anyways? I don't even want to say Team Nike now because Nike's on some weird shit. But Adidas, we weren't rocking with you the way that y'all think we're rocking with you. But on the flip side, I can see poor motherfuckers who never really had anything, a person who has never had anything as far as materials, has never had anything significant, going out and buying the Adidas Feezies. Now, we all know a couple months back that it was revealed Walmart were selling their own version of the foam runners on their website. And a lot of people copped out on those. So it's not too far-fetched to say that people were going to come in droves to come and purchase these renamed Yeezy Adidas products. As I said, we should not support it. We weren't supporting it when Adidas were just taking ideas and revamping them with their own little twist to it. But now they're just going to blatantly take Yeezys as we knew them, slap a whole new name on them, and sell them to the people. A lot of people are concerned about the prices now. Are they going to be same price as Yeezy? Are they going to be cheaper? Well, Yeezys, they were pretty affordable when not on the resale market. So I can see these new Feezies being a lot cheaper because they're solely Adidas. Adidas themselves, as the company, will be saving about $302 million a year without a partnership in place. So you know they're just trying to keep all the money to themselves now. They're like no more collabs for the time being. We're gonna take these shoes. And whatever we missed out on because we was collabed with this dude, now we're going to make all that back. Like, it's unfortunate. It's nasty. It's disgusting. I hope to spit on Adidas. We not rocking no Adidas. I haven't rocked Adidas in years. I refuse. And now this just gives me all the more reason to say checks over stripes. I'm sorry. That was the easiest thing I could think of. I'm not even really rocking with Nike right now, but we definitely not rocking with Adidas. A little bit about music. Her Loss. I would say this is probably the album of 2022. I don't even remember much of what came out this year. I'm not even going to look back. But what Drake and 21 Savage did on this here project is unmatched for the year. You know what I mean? We've been waiting on people. A lot of people haven't dropped. A lot of people probably not going to drop. But these two delivered. It's been about a week now. There's many great songs. The album is only about an hour long, about 16 or so songs. It does feel more like a Drake album with some 21 sprinkled in throughout. But I am glad to hear 21 Savage in this new realm of rap, if you would say. Just hearing him be so versatile, and while he still incorporated some of that hardcore Savage Squad shit, it was nice to hear him cater to the ladies a little bit. We didn't expect that much from Savage, I'll say. That 3 AM on Glenwood, absolute banger. I think Jimmy Cooks definitely should have waited to be on this album, but I'm not complaining. There's a lot of standout songs, such as, which everybody likes, Privileged Rappers, my personal favorite, Jumbotron Shit Poppin', On BS, Spin About You. Y'all know the songs, y'all know the album. Go check it out if you haven't. If you haven't, you've probably been living under a rock for the past couple days now. But this right here, a lot of people are saying it's better than What a Time to Be Alive, Drake's collab mixtape with Future. I would have to agree. And I just think that now just the times are changing. For that time, 2015, that was great. That was probably the apex of mixtapes during that time. But this project right here, it did something different. And then Drake in particular got very disrespectful on this project. A lot of people saying he came at Megan. It could be a double entendre, triple entendre, whatever you will. Y'all know the lyric. He came at Kanye. I'm not going to lie, I kind of cringed at that. It was a fire bar, but just the fact that Kanye shows this man now, since they've united, I guess, Kanye has shown this man nothing but praise and love, and just for Drake to go back and say, you know what, man, I only did that shit for the ops, man. We don't even rocking with you like that. I get it. I definitely get it. But I just personally didn't like it. It was more of a personal thing. I was just like, damn, man, this dude, he's been showing you all this love, and then you just go back and just saying, fuck that. But like I said, I get it. Coming at Serena Williams' husband, that co-founder of Reddit, was pretty interesting. He had a nice comeback, little I'm going to be the bigger person. I'm a groupie for my wife and my daughter, things like that. He even came at Drum, trying to bring the Drum to him. He ain't know he cha-cha slide. Drum, he responded saying, you ain't do shit. It was all your security. Just a whole lot of back and forth, a whole lot of disrespect on this project. Now, I am a person that likes disrespectful rap. Shit-talking rap is probably some of the best rap you can listen to. But I just hope it stays where it's at, on wax, on record. I hope that the people that were talked about, obviously they're going to feel how they feel, so I can't hope anything of that sort. But I just hope it stays in the music. I don't think anybody should be riled up enough to, Drake physically. If you want to get your some things off your chest, if you were mentioned and things like that, then go ahead. You deserve every right to. But I just don't want to see anything necessarily negative coming from this, because like I said, it's a great project. It's a lot of great music, a lot of great samples being used on this album. I would give it a 10 out of 10. I've been saying pussy in 21 profusely since the album dropped. I need help. Somebody send help, because I need this to stop. I need to be back to normalcy. But it's been on repeat. Share it with your friends, share it with your girl, share it with your vibes. Her Loss. It's been out now. Make sure y'all go check it out. Still kind of on the subject of 21 Savage and Drake. If you haven't heard, they're being sued by Anna Wintour and Vogue for their fake promo that they've been putting out leading up to the release of Her Loss. The judge, she just has blocked the two artists from further promoting the fake album cover, or fake magazine cover rather. And I'll admit, they got me too during that fake promo run. I've done reshared the NPR Tiny Desk masquerade that Drake shared. I really thought that they was going to appear on the concert platform, but apparently they're not. It was all part of the rollout. I think they did pretty good with the rollout. You know, they had Michael B. Jordan on there with the most relatable album of all time, Her Loss. We know what that was about. Fuck Howard Stern, but the Howard Stern thing was funny. Drake just putting it all out there about his interests online and things of that nature. It was a good rollout, but now we are seeing the consequences of one of the promotional pieces in the Vogue ad. Of course, this is going to be an easy victory for Vogue, but I just think it was very creative, man. I'm sure a deal could have been brokered where they could have settled something, but it seems like Anna Wintour really wants to put her foot down on this situation and nip it in the bud. You know what I mean? Y'all not going to be using my magazine for your album promotion. If anything, y'all could have just came to me. That's probably what she's saying. It's kind of understandable, but let the creators be creators, man. Let these two men do what they do. It was a great album, and I'm sure if you listen to it, you'll have a different opinion about the whole thing yourself. Rihanna said, y'all niggas better leave me alone. Y'all not getting no album after this Super Bowl. Now, new music, y'all might get a little bit of something, but album, y'all better relax. Now, after the release of Lift Me Up, which I'm sure we all enjoyed, Rihanna was asked during the interview, can we expect a project or something from you after the Super Bowl? And she calmly and coolly said, album, I'm not sure about that. We expect new music, but album, she's a mother now. She's a wife. She has her whole, she got the Fenty thing that she's been rolling out all week. Beautiful pictures of Fenty products and things of that nature. Rihanna, she really has her mind and her career set on where it's at right now. Not that she doesn't enjoy music, but making a full-time return doesn't seem like it's in the books for her. It's not in the cards. I can respect that. Just make sure that when you do drop Rihanna, make sure that is heat every time you drop. And salute to you, salute to everything you're doing, salute to the Fenty thing. Can't wait to see you perform at the Super Bowl this year. Elon Musk say, y'all better run them pockets because I need some of that 44 million back. He has cut more employees, about 50% of the 7,500 Twitter staff members. He said no more remote work, and he's about to make the users pay to use the platform. People are now paying for verification checks, $8 a month. People are now subscribing to Twitter Blue in larger numbers. Advertisers at the same time are pulling out. A lot of shit on Twitter is in disarray. A lot of racism, a lot of misinformation, a lot of misogyny. Just a lot of stuff under the premise of free speech. Well, free speech has consequences, and it seems like these are the consequences of Elon Musk's free speech Twitter. I know good and well I'm not paying for no verification check. I want to put in the work until I get there. If you do, to each his own, but I'm looking at you with a side eye. I'm not paying no Twitter Blue subscriptions. If I really want to be a part of something that bad, I will ingratiate myself within the culture of said subject, but I'm not paying my way to be in there. Accept me or don't. And just advertisers, with all the shit that's going on, people being able to buy verification checks can now act as entities with that probably deserve this verification and spread misinformation and things of that sort, acting as if they are a company and they really are not. So this thing can get really dangerous. If anything, Elon, just bring Vine back. Let the creators create in short bursts like we used to. Hopefully that will actually get people to be verified. He's trying different things, but a lot of people, they're just not rocking with him right now. A lot of employees, they're resigning themselves. Before I even get fired, man, I'll holler at you. Shit is going awry over here, and I want no parts. Can't really blame them. But it's going to be interesting to see where Twitter falls in the next couple of years or so. Elon said that the company's losing $4 million a day, and that the employees, they need to create ways to generate revenue. Not that even I hope, because I barely use Twitter nowadays myself. if this was, like I said, if this was 2018, depending on whatever the price discussion may have been back then, if they did implement it, I might have, because Twitter during that day, it was lit. It was the app to be on. But now, since about 2020 and on, it's really been kind of boring. I don't go on Twitter as often as I used to, so I can see why people are finding different social media apps to be on. Somebody's probably cooking up the next best thing right now. So we're just gonna have to see where Twitter ends up. You know, Elon's made it a private company on the stocks, so he doesn't have to really reveal anything that they've done throughout the year that could be a little concerning to people and things like that nature. So Elon, he seemingly smart. He has the money. We'll just have to see what he does with his newly purchased company of Twitter. Just a little bit more sad news. We know that rapper E. from Harlem has recently passed away, reportedly, from a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head. Like I said before, if you're going through something, you might be experiencing anything that may lead you to suicide, don't be afraid to reach out. On the other side, if you notice something different about somebody that you can't necessarily pinpoint, just try to talk to them, embrace them any way you can, and give them all the love and support that you can, because you just never know what somebody's plans are, what they might have in store for themselves. You just want to be there for your people, you know. They're saying that this young man passed away from suicide, but then there are other reports saying that his girlfriend has set him up to be killed. That's what reportedly his family is saying, things like that. Like I said, there's not a lot of information out. He was a minor. He was only 17 years old. He was aspiring. You know, Drake co-signed a couple of his boys. This young man was on his way. He got a co-sign from Joel Santana. A lot of people were behind him. He was embroiled in a lot of beef in the New York drill scene that's going on right now. But regardless, it's unfortunate to see that these young up-and-coming artists are seemingly just dropping left and right. It's very scary. These are kids. These are children. And then what's even sadder is that children are doing these terrible things to each other. He was mocked not even long after his death. I mean, he did his fair share of mocking the dead himself. You know, it's just real unfortunate what's going on with the youth nowadays. It's in the world in general, not even just the youth. I feel like everybody could use just a little bit of guidance. Everybody can use some embrace. Everybody can use some talking to. Everybody could use some great conversation to get them to realize, like, the state of the world right now, shit is in shambles, and it's unfortunate. I just hope that that situation involving E. can be figured out and wrapped up rather quickly. Condolences to his friends, family, and loved ones. Respect their privacy at this time. And as I've said, whether you're that person or on the other side, reach out. Don't be afraid. You have love and you have people that support you. All it takes is just doing a little bit of finding. And that's it on that. All right, man, I'm going to wrap it up right here. This has been your boy Lamar Spacey with another edition of The Report. Y'all stay tuned next week for another episode. Stay tuned for more content. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. I thank you all for the amount of views and engagement we got on the last edition of The Report. It's the most engagement we got so far of the Report series. And, you know, we're just going to try to keep it going. Sometimes I get nervous while doing this. Sometimes I don't know if people care or not, if people will even watch my videos. But that last video gave me a lot of confidence to just keep this going. We was going to keep going no matter what. Y'all thought y'all was going to stop me? Fuck out of here. But as I said, man, like, share, comment, subscribe. It means a lot. It helps out a lot. It does something for me. It does something for Space Network. We want to keep providing this information for y'all. Like I said, if it seems like I'm slow providing news lately, I'm working, still all space network related work. I'm just taking a little time to get that work finished and out the way. And I'm going to be right back to regularly scheduled programming with all the news and updates and content that I plan to create for y'all. So like I said, man, it's been another edition of Report. It's your boy Lamar Spacely, and we out of here. Peace.